In a world where appearances can be deceiving, two people who initially seem worlds apart discover that they are more alike than they ever realized, leading to an intense and passionate love affair filled with desire and longing. This is the story of how their connection grew from a chance encounter into something neither could have imagined. The sun was setting over the bustling city as she stepped out onto the balcony of her luxurious penthouse apartment. The warm breeze carried the scent of blooming flowers, and the distant sound of traffic filled the air with an undercurrent of energy. She took a deep breath, allowing the world around her to fade away as she closed her eyes and savored the moment. It was in this quiet interlude that she first heard him, his voice carrying through the open window like a whispered secret. Intrigued, she opened her eyes and found herself drawn to the sound, peering down at the street below to see a man sitting on a bench, his eyes closed as he basked in the last rays of the sun. As she watched him, she couldn't help but notice how different they seemed at first glance. He was dressed in simple clothes, his hands calloused from labor, while she wore designer clothing that spoke of wealth and privilege. Yet despite their outward differences, there was something about his posture, his breathing, that resonated with her on a deeper level. Unable to resist the pull she felt towards him, she descended the stairs of her apartment building, making her way down to the street below where he sat. As she approached, he opened his eyes, and they locked gazes for the first time. He was taken aback by her sudden appearance, but as he looked into her eyes, he found himself unable to look away. She was unlike anyone he had ever met before, confident yet approachable, beautiful without a trace of vanity. And so, with a shy smile and a nervous laugh, they began to talk. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the city lights flickered to life around them, they spoke of their lives, their hopes, and dreams. They discovered that, despite their seemingly disparate backgrounds, they shared many commonalities: a love for nature, a passion for music, and an insatiable curiosity about the world. As the hours passed and the night deepened, it became clear to both of them that there was something more than just friendship growing between them. A spark had ignited amidst their conversations, turning into a flame fueled by desire and longing. He took her hand in his, feeling the warmth of her skin against his own as they stood there under the glow of the street lights. Time seemed to stand still around them, the world fading away until there was nothing left but the two of them, bound together by an unseen force that drew them ever closer. In that moment, with the city pulsing around them and the night sky overhead, they knew that they had found something special, a connection that transcended appearances and circumstance. And so, with hearts full of hope and bodies pressed close against one another, they kissed for the first time. The kiss was electric, charged with an intensity that left them both breathless as their lips met in a dance as old as time itself. It spoke of desire and passion, of the secrets shared between two souls who had only just begun to discover one another. As they broke apart, gasping for air, they knew that this was only the beginning, that there were many more nights like this waiting for them on the horizon. And so, hand in hand, they walked out into the city, their hearts full of love and anticipation, ready to face whatever fate had in store for them. But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, they began to realize that their love affair was not without its challenges. The world around them seemed intent on tearing them apart: societal expectations, family pressures, and the simple reality of two people trying to navigate a relationship amidst the chaos of life. Yet through it all, they clung to one another like a lifeline, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. They discovered that love was not just about passion and desire, but also about support, understanding, and trust, the ties that bound them together even when everything else seemed to be falling apart. And so, as they stood there under the stars, their hearts beating in time like a symphony of emotion, they made a promise to one another. They vowed to always be there for each other, through thick and thin, good times and bad, knowing that it was this commitment, this unwavering love that would carry them forward into whatever future awaited them. For as long as they both shall live, their love would endure, a testament to the power of human connection in a world where appearances can be deceiving. And so, with hearts full of hope and bodies pressed close against one another, they kissed once more, sealing their love with a promise that echoed through the night like a song of eternal devotion. The end. Or is it? The story of William and Veronica's passionate love affair has just begun. Stay tuned for more chapters to come. The end!